I would like to open up the meeting of the Dutchess County Local Development Corporation. Was that my pause good enough there, Sarah? Okay. All right. Jasmine, could you please take a roll call for attendance?
Tim Dean.
Here.
Mark Doyle.
Here.
Kathy Bauer.
Here.
Jennifer Nadiri.
Here.
Jennifer Cohn.
Here.
Juan Sagliano. Al Torrigiano.
Here.
Okay. I'm going to remind everybody of the conflict of interest disclosure. Is there anybody that has a conflict at this time with any matter that's on the agenda? Okay, if you become aware of one during the meeting, please advise us and we'll recuse you after you state your conflict. Sarah, proof of meeting notice was posted?
Yes.
Great. Any bills and communications?
The bills and communications?
Okay, we have 2 sets of minutes to approve. We have November 8th and November 30th. I hope that everybody had an opportunity to review those. Is there any changes that need to be made to either of those meetings minutes? Okay, I don't hear any. Would someone be willing to approve the meetings of both the November 8th and the November 30th meetings?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Kathy, thank you. All right, Jasmine, would you take a roll call vote on that?
Mark Doyle.
Approved.
Kathy Bauer.
Approved.
Jennifer Nadiri.
Approved.
Jennifer Cohn.
Approved.
Al Torrigiano.
Approved.
Tim Dean.
Approved. Okay, Jane, do you have a financial report or are we gonna?
We're waiting for audit.
Okay, no financial report, no report of committees that I'm aware of, correct, Sarah?
Correct.
Okay, I don't think there's any unfinished business, which allows us to move into a consideration and approval of a bond resolution authorizing the issuance of the Local Development Corporation's variable rate revenue bonds. This is the final approval discussion for the Bard College project for the Performing Arts Center. And the amount is estimated to be $43,225,000, but not to exceed $46 million. And we have with us participating again by Zoom is Ton Tai, Senior Vice President and CFO of Bard, and I believe George Hamill, yes, I see him, Project Manager. Would either of you gentlemen like to make any comments at this point? Is there anything that we need to be aware of from your perspective that we don't already know?
I know, Mr. Chairman, thank you, and Happy New Year to the whole group. This is the second tranche of what we had seen as one collective financing, and the timing of the projects have us coming back for what is the final approval on the Maya Lin building. We had circulated some renderings of the project. We're quite excited by this. We think it's going to be not only a marquee building from the exterior and to have a notable architect like Maya Lin, who did the Vietnam Wall Memorial and more locally the wave fields, but equally impressive will be the interior programming for this. So we're excited of what we can do as an education building as well as the beauty of the exterior. So you see it in dialogue in this first slide with our larger Performing Arts Center. And so these two buildings will be companions in terms of programs and actually have a neat story in terms of the architects, where Maya Lin was a student of Frank Gehry, who designed the Performing Arts building on the hill. So it's we're quite excited by it and just happy to be partners with the county on it. So I'd be happy to take questions. We also have Brian Beckman from Barclays, who's our finance partner, on the call too, just to introduce the additional tile you see. And in the distance there on that last slide, you see the dorm project that we came for approval at the end of 23 on. So that's already, we're in the ground there and hoping to break ground soon in spring. And it's been an interesting winter, so we might even be getting started earlier on the Maya Lin building.
And this is really just a more of a general question for you, but it appears that this new building has some type of, it's built into the ground in some ways. Is there some passive heating and cooling involved with this, or?
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a LEED Gold building, so it's incredibly energy efficient, not only from the green roof, but in building it and banking it into the hills really the building looks very modest from this side because you don't see the full relief, which is only revealed from the field. So a lot of thermal efficiencies of that. There should be one slide from the field where you actually see the scale of what is nearly 25,000 square feet. That last angle showed. And so, but we have a large geothermal installation for this, so we're kind of maximizing energy efficiency on that front, as well as what the ground and green roof does to the efficiency of the building. So it'll be a marquee project for us in a lot of respects, but energy being one of those.
Does anybody else have any questions for Tom? Jamie?
So I assume you said shovel in the ground, possibly spring or sooner, so you have all your municipal approvals, whatnot?
Correct, yeah.
And you said the dorms are already happening, that building?
Yep, we had finance for that last year, and so we're already in the ground there.
Great. So projection and end date completion for this?
For this project, we'll be opening January of 26. The dorms opened earlier in August of 25. So that's in time for our academic year. This will be coming online partway through the academic year in advance of our summer programming. So a chance to rehearse in that as we build up to that.
Fantastic.
So we're doing a lot right now. So we appreciate the partnership.
Any other questions? Okay, if there are no other questions or discussion, would someone be willing to make a motion for this final approval of this bond resolution?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, Jamie. Al has seconded. All right, Jasmine, would you please take a roll call vote?
Mark Doyle,
Approved.
Kathy Bowles,
Approved.
Amy Bonadero,
Approved.
Jane Picone,
Approved.
Al Farjani,
Approved.
17.
Approved. Well, good luck with your project. It looks
Thank
like
you all.
it's going to be a very good contribution to the county and to our learning centers of learning in the county.
We'll look forward to welcoming you all to a performance when we open.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have another item of new business, which is again for approval of check signing for various people. Myself as chair, Mark Doyle, who's the vice chair, Kathleen Bauer, secretary and treasurer, Sarah Lee, CEO, and Jane Denbaum, CFO. Again, just having enough people that have authorization in case the main folks that do it on a day-to-day basis aren't present. And I, again, just want to mention that I do, as the chair, I receive copies of all purchase orders and check requests they're sent to me by Jane, and I sign for those electronically after reviewing them before the checks are actually cut. And if I have any questions about them, I can ask her. And also, if there is anything that involves a potential conflict with me, with a vendor, something that I have a conflict with, I request Jane to have another person review and sign those purchase orders or those check requests. And it's usually Kathleen, but it could be somebody else. So just letting everybody know about some of the checks and balances we have. Any questions from anybody about this? Okay, would somebody be willing to make a motion to approve this authorization?
So moved.
Thank you, Al. Would somebody be willing to second?
Second.
Thank you, Jamie. Jasmine, would you take a vote on this, please?
Mark Doyle,
Approved.
Kathy Bauer,
Approved.
Amy Bonadero, approved. Jane Picone,
Approved.
Al Farjani,
Approved.
17.
Approved. Sarah, is there anything else we need to talk about today?
Nope, that's it this morning.
Okay, I would like to adjourn the meeting and thank everybody and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thanks. Happy New
Thank
Year.
you.